The Hamilton County real estate market has changed big time. And today I'm diving into the latest trends and updates you need to know. Like what's driving prices, where demand is the hottest, the market by the numbers, and what this means for you. If you want to make the most out of the current real estate market in Hamilton County, stay tuned. Welcome back to this edition of the market update for Hamilton County. Now we'll be diving into Westfield, Carmel, Fishers, Noblesville, all of Hamilton County, so you can really break down the numbers. We're first going to talk about the entire Hamilton County and get those numbers and breakdown. But first, I also wanted to discuss the interest rates, a hot topic this past week about what's been going on. A lot of people out there are talking, hey, Jason, when are those interest rates going to drop? Well, we've been seeing them pretty consecutively drop little by little, week over week. And then this week, the feds have dropped it the lowest we've seen in 4 years. Now, it's not effectively taking effect into mortgage rates just yet, but it will. So keep that in mind. And so when we see these trends starting to happen, that's going to be great things for you when you want to buy your next house. Hamilton County, it continues to blossom as we've seen it all throughout 2024. With the average sales price of over $466,000, we see new construction continue to be the forefront of why Hamilton County is so popular with buyers, with sellers, and the new construction model as a whole. As people have tried to sell their homes in Hamilton County this year, and month over month, we're about 0.5% down from the previous month. So we're averaging 98.9% list price to received. So if we're taking that average, 466,000, let's go ahead and just round up to 500,000 for easy math. And it's just a little under 2%. So 2% of 500,000 is roughly $10,000 off. Again, quick math here, so stay with me. And what that means, so if it's a $500,000 home, people are buying it for $490,000. All right. So if you want to come in on the buy side and say, hey, I want to offer 425, this is not the style of market. So again, it is still a seller's market, but we could work those numbers in your advantage as a buyer. And then if you're selling, let's go ahead and discuss those strategies to make sure it definitely makes sense. So you are getting that full list to sale percentage. The average days on the market here in Hamilton County is about 15 days. So within those first couple of weeks, we're seeing activity and an offer coming in. Now, when you look at this days on the market, that is a tricky piece because every subdivision is a little different. And at the end of this video, we're also going to talk about the top 5 subdivisions in Hamilton County that we've seen with the biggest numbers. And if you want to discuss more on the median days on the market, we could break that down a little bit more. Again, that's going to be the first couple of weeks of it being on the market. For a normal balanced market, we want 6 months of inventory. So we're getting ready to discuss the inventory level next. So the days on market and the inventory are going to be 2 different things. Talking about the inventory level, right now in Hamilton County, we are 1.4 months supply of inventory. So just like I mentioned, 6 months is a normal market. So even if we double, we are just reaching halfway to a normal real estate market. What does that look like in the future? If the interest rates continue to drop, now I don't think we're ever going to get back to that 3%. So you might want to just get that out of your way there. Now, it may come down to the high 5s, maybe the mid 5s. We'll keep an eye on that, and we're going to keep you updated with our weekly newsletter. If you see that in your email, good for you. And if you don't, check your spam, your trash, and even your promotions folder. And you know what? Shoot me a text, and I'll make sure that you get that, because that's going to be vital with interest rates changing every week. And then as you are getting more serious into buying, we could definitely plug into that daily so you know what those interest rates are looking at. And a good local lender is also going to be able to get you to lock in at a great interest rate. And then that way we could close with that perfect number for you. A lot of factors are going to go into whether you're wanting to sell or if you're wanting to buy. So that's again where we want to sit down and discuss that as a whole, because there are, like I mentioned earlier, a lot of strategies that you need from subdivision to subdivision. If you're ready to sell, let's discover that plan. Now we're facing the fall time, right? So maybe you're thinking spring. Now's a great time to start understanding your plan. Let's work that out. Let's write it out. Let's figure out how to get you where you need to go and get you prepared. Things are going to shift. Things are going to change. And again, I want to be that resource for you so you could see what's going on truly and we could keep you informed. And so when you're ready, I'll be ready too. All right, a quick breakdown for Westfield in Hamilton County. Average sales price in Westfield right now, $515,000. That continues to increase month over month by 6.4%. What's driving that? New construction. New construction continues to be a huge source here in Westfield. We see commercial buildings being built. We see development happening. That's bringing a lot of families. The school systems here as well are bringing in a lot of families into Westfield. So $515,000 is the average price right now here. So if you want to get into Westfield, understand that this is that market currently of what's happening with those numbers. Here in Westfield, we are seeing 20 days on the market. Now, some subdivisions are going a little bit longer as well. So we want to keep you informed. Now, it also depends on if you're west of 31, east of 31, north of 32, or south of 32. So let's definitely keep all that in perspective for you. And as you're honing in on the particular school system, the subdivision, what have you, what does that truly mean for you? And it's going to be subdivision by subdivision. So we want it to make sense for you. So it's going to take a little bit more of a sit down conversation to have it make exact sense for you. Westfield is seeing 98.4% list to sold value. So very good numbers, a little bit higher than the Hamilton County number as a whole, which is totally good. Westfield continues to drive those numbers. Again, a lot of new construction is helping with those numbers. So if you have an existing house to sell, that's where, again, we would need to talk about it and say, what is our competition? What is selling around us? And let's make sure that that is complete sense for you and it makes financial sense at the end of the day. Just like Hamilton County, Westfield is seeing 1.4 months supply of inventory. So falling right in line with the rest of Hamilton County, 1.4 months supply. We're trying to get to that 6 months mark, and new construction still continues to help. Again, some subdivisions from what I've seen on a buy and sell side are sitting on the market 20 days, 30 days, 40 days, even 60 days. We're seeing some homes. Some homes are even expiring after 90 plus days on the market. So things are going. This is where we want to understand. And again, it's very subdivision specific. I've been seeing it, I've been watching it, and these are the facts of what's going on. So we got to really pinpoint. I'm giving a free market updates directly to your email as well. So if you have an address, you could pipe it in there and boom, you're going to get information on your subdivision weekly so you know what's going on. All right, Carmel, I know you're out there too. We want to include you in on this market update. And right now, the average sales price in Carmel is $560,000. Carmel is still well sought after. People are coming from everywhere to enjoy Carmel. They love the downtown. They love the community. They love the walking trails. They love the school systems. They love their neighbors. So it's a great place to live. And there's also not a land to build upon. And the land that we're seeing downtown development. We're seeing apartment complexes. So things like that are going to add to the value of Carmel long term. Carmel homes are in such high demand that it is only 7 days on the market for them in real estate today. People are waiting. Here's what's going on, guys, with buyers. If you're thinking of selling your home, we want to make sure that it is picture perfect, because buyers are just sitting and waiting for the right house. They know what they want. They know what they can afford. And when they see it, they're going to strike. So when you see 7 days on the market for Carmel, that's a huge piece. And we want to keep you up to date with that. Carmel is seeing the highest in list price received as it hits 99.5%. The highest of all the areas in Hamilton County. Carmel continues to be that area. People are willing to pay nearly that full list price each and every time for those houses. So let's price it accordingly. Let's be smart with it, and let's net you the most amount of money as a seller. As we go from the high of list to sold price, we go to the low side of the inventory level. Only 1 month's supply is here in Carmel. All right, so what does that mean, you guys? So again, if we're even tripling our amount of inventory of homes sold on the market right now, we're only going to be halfway. It's still going to be a seller's market. We want 6 months supply. I always want you guys to remember that, because that is a normal market. It's not that the market's slowing down. It's not that we're dipping. We're going to normal. And that is a key factor in everything that we continue to do. So with 1 month of supply, that's also driving home prices up, up, up. Appreciation, equity is going up in Carmel. It's going up in Westfield. We already discovered that. And we see it in Hamilton County too, as a whole. Noblesville, we are talking to you next about your numbers here in Hamilton County. With an average sales price of nearly $370,000, that is actually down nearly 10% month over month. So we're seeing that decline a little bit in the Noblesville area as far as pricing continues. So that's something to watch. We see a lot of development downtown with those apartments coming. Maybe that's been a factor. Maybe it's the market as a whole. Maybe it's the interest rates, I mean. Maybe it's any of those factors to really hone in. But we're going to watch as those numbers. I don't think it's going to go too far more south. I think it's going to continue to go up here shortly as we see those prices go up. Why? Because the demand is still out there and the inventory levels are low. The inventory levels are just like the average of Hamilton County, just like Westfield, 1.4 months supply. So again, we're hitting those numbers where not a lot of sellers right now, high demand of buyers. So just like any business, supply and demand, that number is going to go up. It's going to drive prices up. As more buyers are out there, not a lot of supply, price will increase. So be mindful of that. Noblesville still gets 98.5% list to price sold. So that's a great number. So things that are selling in Noblesville are going at a great sales price. So people know the value. They just see that it's declined a little bit month over month. So again, if you're looking to buy in Noblesville, let's talk about it. Let's break it down. If you're looking to sell, we've got buyers out there too. Let's make sure that we're attracting them and we're getting them the right marketing material. All right, friends, top 5 neighborhoods in Hamilton County with the largest list to sold price range. These are in no particular order, my friends. So starting off, Chatham Hills. Also, the Lake, Coventry, Oak Manor, and Brookside. These 5 subdivisions have homes sold in that area over the last 30, 60, 90 days. Now, looking over the last 30 days, they rank as the highest list to sold price, hitting a whopping 97.3% and higher in these subdivisions. So well sought after area. So if you live there, congratulations. If you don't and you want to get into those subdivisions, let us know. We could look for homes in those areas and we could definitely make that happen. So these are, again, what's driving today's economy. This is what is happening here in Hamilton County. These areas are very well sought after, and then it continues to blossom. If you're looking into Westfield, Grand Park has a lot of communities and subdivisions that are starting to be developed. There are paired patio homes that are allowing investors in there. There are also going to be townhomes coming up from Fisher Homes. David Weekley is building a beautiful community of over 300 homes, basements, and so much more right across the street from Grand Park. So if you're looking in Westfield and you want to put your money into there and be right across the street from amazing activity all the time with Grand Park, again, let's connect and we could get into those properties. Some of them have models, some of them are coming soon, but I definitely want to get you information because we have that. We just need to get it to you. Thank you everybody for joining us on this month's market update. I hope this gave you a little bit more insight of what's happening in Hamilton County and the 3 cities that I chose today to highlight. So we always want to bring you all the exciting information. Continue helping us build a beautiful community, and we look forward to serving you and helping you with everything real estate.